Hi, it's great to join you today at the Economic Times CIO Banking and Financial Services Digital Conclave. My name is Stuart Houston, and my role in Google Cloud is leading our financial services strategy and solutions across Asia Pacific, including working with our marquee clients across the region as they embark on ambitious digital transformation agendas. I live in Sydney, Australia, and look forward to meeting many of you in person in India in the not too distant future. In the past, we often used the term customer journey to describe the process of guiding a customer through the activities involved in choosing products and using services once they'd entered the door of your business, whether that be a physical door or a digital door. The use of customer journey had an inward focus and mindset. Now, however, in what we can call the age of assistance, customers are on a journey through digital ecosystems where they expect their favourite brands to pop up with useful services that assist them just as they need them. Customers like a fast, joined up and friction-free journey that assists them, so they are increasingly likely to prefer those service providers that collaborate to make that happen. This is much bigger than banking, of course. It is happening across all services and all industries. It could be your customer or one of your partner's customers using your financial services. Over the last couple of years, we've spent a lot of time talking to executives at retail banks and insurance companies around the world. What we see is the priorities that leaders are focused on has not really changed dramatically. CEOs still want to improve profitability. They want to deliver more compelling customer experiences to attract and retain customers for their business. And finally, they want to invest in their employees to build a strong, sustainable business while adapting to changing regulatory environments. What we are seeing, however, is the increasing influence of digital technologies in how these objectives are accomplished. Companies that are doing digital well are seeing better financial performance with generally higher returns on capital. But this is not the norm. Most companies are struggling to adapt to the new digital world. Only 12% of banks appear to be fully committed to digital transformation and investing in a digital-first strategy. But the laggards in digital are faced with challenges as investors are showing a lack of confidence in their future prospects, especially as 80% of all customer touchpoints occur on digital channels today. Almost half of banking executives surveyed report a lack of qualified employees with skills to operate new technologies as a major obstacle in the financial services industry overall. I'd like to share with you some interesting research that we've done recently with the Indian financial services market. As you can see, there are two major points of building brand affinity, which ultimately lead to a profitable customer relationship. The origination or onboarding process needs to be a high focus, as in today's age of immediacy, if an app user cannot get up and running in a low friction way, then they will look for other options. This is driving many of the Google Cloud engagement in India and across the rest of Asia Pacific, from the perspective of both operational processes such as KYC and document scanning and analysis using AI, as well as data-driven insights to ensure the best possible customer experience. And the second major point that transforms a new customer into an advocate for your brand is when there is an ongoing app engagement. This is not a surprise. However, it is clear that the customer experience is critical in attracting new customers to the point where they're able to become your advocate. No surprises in this research, I hope for you. Financial services institutions need to change their engagement model so that they have the customer at the center of everything they do. How can they better connect, know, assist, educate, trust, and incent their customers? Being customer focused means offering embedded finance so that people can interact with an institution in non-financial websites and apps. It means providing proactive support when they have a life event. It means connecting the offline and the online experiences so people can pick up where they left off. Being customer focused means making the customer the CFO of their life, meaning they can automate optimizations across accounts, and they can open new accounts super fast given what the bank already knows about the customer. To deliver on a customer-centric vision, the institution of tomorrow needs to change its operations below the glass. The banks that thrive will be those that automate routine processes and launch new products and features faster. They'll launch full funnel marketing campaigns that optimize towards business metrics. They'll run on more flexible systems that can scale up or down based on demand. They'll shift their distribution strategy to be more like a platform business model rather than a product-based model. And their risk and regulatory controls will be streamlined using the power of artificial intelligence and machine learning. This is our vision for the financial services institution of tomorrow. When all of this comes together, the institution of tomorrow has a full view of the customer and can better serve them while driving profitable growth for the business. Google defines digital transformation as the program of work resulting when an organization takes advantage of new technologies to redesign and redefine relationships with their customers, employees, and partners. Digital transformation for business covers everything from modernizing applications and creating new business models to building new products and services for customers. Organizations that choose digital transformation frameworks as a way to reimagine themselves staying competitive in their respective businesses and industries will be the ones that succeed into the future. Google has one of the best repositories of customer intent in the world. We make extracts of this information free to the world through our Google Trends tool, which provides an up-to-date perspective on what people are searching for in context. We can see for a number of common financial services search terms in India, access to credit remains the highest priority, however, has been trending down for the last 12 months. Searches for bank branch information represent around 20% of the interest when compared with credit. We can further analyse this information at a regional and city level based on our interest and requirements. Many of our clients incorporate this information as they plan their digital transformation and innovation agenda, as well as other techniques pioneered by Google, such as A/B testing and prototyping. These techniques have contributed to powering Google to the position it is today, and many of our enterprise customers enjoy accessing the same approaches. So I would like to share with you what we at Google see as the 5 major data and analytics challenges impacting the industry. Let's take a look at each in turn. Number 1, massive growth in new data generation. Satellites are growing exponentially. Subsea cables carry large-scale data traffic across the world. For example, Google's Dunuat subsea cable delivers capacity of 250 terabytes per second, enough to transmit the entire digitized Library of Congress 3 times every second. Number 2, inefficient data supply chains. In a survey carried out by Google last year, there was found to be a very strong positive perception of the potential for cloud technology to assist in business operations and regulatory compliance, which are usually anchored around existing challenges in the data supply chain. A simple, secure, and comprehensive data supply chain can help adapt to changing customer behaviors and expectations. It can help enhance operational resilience. It can support the creation of new innovative products and services. It can enhance the financial services institution's data security capabilities and better connect siloed legacy software infrastructure within the institution. Number 3, the need for speed and real-time analytics. The OECD Weekly Tracker of GDP growth provides a real-time high-frequency indicator of economic activity using machine learning and Google Trends data. It has a wide country coverage of OECD and G20 countries. The tracker is thus particularly well suited to assessing activity during the turbulent period of the current global pandemic. It applies machine learning models to a panel of Google Trends data for 46 countries and aggregates together information about search behavior relating to consumption, labour markets, housing, trade, industrial activity, and economic uncertainty. Many of our financial services institution clients of Google use similar techniques and approaches to deliver real-time analytics into their businesses. Number 4, the potential to unlock unstructured data. In May 2021, Forrester named Google Cloud as a leader in unstructured data security platforms. As organizations expand their use of cloud computing services, more of their sensitive data inevitably moves to and lives in the cloud. Much of this sensitive data is unstructured and can be challenging to secure. Despite this potential challenge, the usefulness of cloud for data storage and processing is too big for most organizations to ignore, and has in turn led to data sprawl, where their sensitive data is spread over many resources, both in the cloud and on-premise. Addressing data sprawl requires solutions that can discover, manage, and secure sensitive data, especially unstructured data as it spreads. To help organizations confidently move their sensitive data to the cloud, Google Cloud works diligently to earn and maintain customer trust. Control and transparency are pillars of our approach to offering a trusted cloud. Therefore, we've been expanding our capabilities to act on unstructured data as sprawl increases. This includes image analysis, as shown here, documents, voice, and video. Number 5, lastly, but probably most importantly, the rise of ecosystem and API strategies. Recently, Google Cloud, in partnership with Oxford Economics, surveyed 1,000 CIOs of large organizations with over $2 billion in revenue from around the world and across industries to understand their digital business ecosystem strategies and the benefits they derive from cultivating those relationships. Digital business ecosystem leaders, a subset of CIOs from companies that are ahead of their peers in terms of developing partnerships, reported 3 direct benefits of the approach. Firstly, stronger customer satisfaction rates. 96% say their brand is perceived better than others in their industry versus 41% of others. Secondly, stronger revenue growth. Leaders report 6.7% average annual revenue growth over the past 3 years versus 4.9% of others. And finally, stronger performance in terms of supply chain flexibility, readiness to support regulatory requirements, and understanding of market conditions. What's common across most banks and insurance customer-driven digital transformations is data and insights. Clients such as ANZ Bank, BNP Paribas, and Banca Mediolanum are leveraging Google's data management and activation capabilities to enable their growth and differentiation strategies, as well as meet increasingly complex regulatory reporting requirements. In India, the LIC Housing Finance Limited organisation has partnered with Google Cloud to host its next generation digital mobile platform, which is expected to better serve the needs of home loan applicants. The new mobile application will enable LIC Housing Finance to reach a broader audience of customers. It will also fast-track the loan process by assessing the eligibility of each applicant online. It will reduce the lengthy paper-based loan application process. As a leading financial services company transforming lives in rural India with a core focus on rural housing and wholesale loans and serving 11 million customers, L&T leverages Google Workspace for seamless data sharing between businesses and extensive data analytics to improve decision-making. Here at Google, we also enable digital natives with the best infrastructure and data management capabilities in the cloud. As one of India's leading fintechs, Grow makes investments simple and accessible using Google Kubernetes Engine to ensure a reliable platform for customers and make data-backed decisions to grow its business with BigQuery. In banking and financial services in India, regionally and globally, we are seeing innovation across these broad 6 categories. In all cases, the innovation is built upon the idea that the use of the cloud changes the equation. Things that were never possible on-premise now become possible by leveraging Google's planetary scale infrastructure and platform management services. This is the same technology architecture that runs 9 products with over 1 billion users, with all of our solutions essentially being built on the idea of managing and activating data at scale, whether it be using search to efficiently return results users want to see, labeling photos using artificial intelligence, managing secure and compliant payments infrastructure to support the Google Pay business, and so on. So this is very important for a market like India, where our clients need to solve for billions of people with an always-on infrastructure. Back in July 2020, we announced the plans for Google to invest $10 billion in India over the next 5 to 7 years, as we look to help accelerate adoption of digital services in the country across all aspects of the Google business portfolio, both our consumer businesses such as search, as well as our enterprise cloud business. We are building in India for India, with innovations like payments infrastructure for banks or consumer applications localized for India. So let's take a look at an example of how Google is bringing the best of our cloud and consumer offerings to you. Imagine a prospective borrower searching for a loan on google.com. She sees a mortgage lending ad for Symbol Bank and clicks on it. This ad has appeared based on Google's understanding of the types of offers the prospective borrower would be interested in, based on over 300 attributes we measure. She's able to create a profile on Symbol Bank's website, and Symbol connects her to the other banks and financial institutions via secure open banking APIs to see her full financial picture. Depending on the loan type, we may leverage location services and satellite imagery to create a compelling experience for the applicant and the borrower. Then when she applies for the loan, Symbol speeds up the pre-approval process based on what it knows about her overall financial situation. She applies for the loan by uploading the required documents, which are converted into structured data for the loan officer to review, essentially delivering a largely complete pre-filled application form. After a streamlined approval and accelerated funding process, Symbol sends her relevant offers from vendors in the local area based on predictive analytics. So that's a wrap for me. Hope you have a productive day today and go away with some insights that can help you in your digital transformation journey. Thanks a lot and have a great day.